welcome back. Still here in Marianna, Florida with Early Learning Coalition. Here today giving away food. What better opportunity to show the community that you care than to help them with something as basic as food. Here right now with Melissa Holley. Melissa, you own one of the child care providing businesses that works under the auspices of Early Learning Coalition. What's the name of your business?
Kids Kingdom. We're in Calhoun County.
Okay. Wow. So you came all the way from Blountstown?
Yes, sir.
Wow. If nothing else, you should get the award for coming the farthest today, I would imagine. What's that, hour drive?
No, it's about 30 minutes.
Okay. How big a facility do you have?
We are licensed for 60 students.
Good size.
Fairly good size, yes.
Okay. Do you stay full?
Sometimes.
There's a need, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Do you find, and we're here to talk about the food giveaway, but I'm kind of curious, do you find that sometimes you find people who are unaware of the fact that they can qualify for some of the opportunities afforded by the state through ELC and your provider?
Yes, I do. I often send them and refer them to ELC for services, and they were unaware of the services that they could provide and help them with.
Typically, do you find that they are helped and they end up coming back as a customer?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Interesting. Do you do anything to try to let the people in your general area know geographically that you do provide services which can be provided sometimes at totally no cost through these efforts?
I absolutely love ELC's program, so I definitely promote it when I can, and to know that they service families in such a tremendous way is just outstanding, and it speaks for itself.
Well said, and thank you for that. Obviously, our job is to let the world know about Early Learning Coalition, but really no better way than to have a provider such as yourself tell that story, so very well done. Obviously, what we're here today to do is to give away food, and with the holidays, no better time of year, certainly. The way I understand the way this program worked is that you had some of your clients pre-register. Obviously, if they are receiving your services, then they have a need. And so it's really not hard to determine which of those people are worthy of receiving this food. How is that going to work for you? I understand we're waiting for the trucks now. When that food arrives, they're going to divvy it up. You're going to get some. What are you actually going to do with that food physically when you leave here?
Well, I can give you one story. It's an actually awesome story. We have a family that has 3 children, very young children, all under the age of 4. Mom is currently in labor right now as we speak with the 4th child, so we know that adding another child to the family is going to be difficult financially, especially in this time of the year. So they will definitely benefit from this, and that's just one of the many stories I can tell you. I can tell you that some of the challenges that we've met with this is that you have people that are proud, so addressing them is kind of a difficult thing, and you have to make sure that you don't step on their feelings doing so.
And that's what we just discussed with Matt Bonner. The fact that there are a lot of people out there who can qualify for these services, but either are ignorant of the fact that they exist or are too proud to ask for help. At the end of the day, that's not a bad thing to be proud, but certainly if your children are going without, then that's terrible. Again, part of our job on behalf of ELC and even providers such as yourself to let people know that this exists. To how many families are you distributing food?
28.
Wow. And how many kids do you have at this present time?
50.
Okay.
So some of those are siblings. Again, we just spoke of a family that is on their 4th child, and all 3 of those children are in our center.
Okay.
So we'll be servicing 3 students there, but that takes up one family.
And you mentioned the pride factor. Did you have anybody that you approached that said, no, I don't want that?
I did have a few. However, the way I addressed it was a wonderful service that all families are being provided with, and that kind of softened the blow a little bit, and they were more accepting of it that way. But I did have, I think, 2 families that declined, and they asked that whatever services they would receive would be given to somebody more needy than themselves.
Wow.
So they were putting others first, which was awesome, because that's what it is. It's all about paying it forward. They feel that ELC has done enough for them, just providing them with childcare, that they would rather take that service and pay it forward to somebody else.
And a perfect segue into my next question, what was going to be my next question was, how is your service received? So often in the giveaway programs, people feel entitled and they don't really feel thankful because they feel that they deserve it. Other people realize that this is a great opportunity that they're taking advantage of and that other people are truly paying for. Overall, how are your services received by people? Do you find that you do have that sense of gratitude that people...
I do, but I also think it's on communication. If you have an open communication with your parents, they're going to be able to be more accepting and receiving of things from you or from programs that you offer in your center. So I think that if you just make sure that you have a good open communication with your families, it is a big help.
Yeah, and again, congratulations on that mindset. It's one thing just to provide the service, but it sounds like you've got your head wrapped around what it's going to take to have that good communication with those parents who you serve, and that's got to go toward your continued success, certainly.
Yes. My staff feels the same way, and they're an awesome group of girls, and they do a wonderful job, and they communicate really well with their families, and they also back up ELC and support ELC and the services that they provide. So when the families feel really comfortable with the teacher that they have, then when the teacher is saying this is a good idea, they're going to go ahead and go with that as well.
Or at least have an open mind, realizing that what you've suggested up to this point has always been good. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on what you do. We appreciate you being a part of that community, and we appreciate your partnership with ELC. And thanks for being here today.
Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate ELC very much.
I love it. I don't have to try to extract these sound bites, obviously. Folks just like Melissa, truly appreciative of what ELC and through the state funding does. And at the end of the day, that's our tax money. We want to know that they're being good stewards of our money, and I think that it's very apparent that they are. Again, thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much.
Here in Marianna, Florida, waiting now for the trucks. Any minute now, we're going to have some large trucks pull up full of food. We're going to be distributing it to providers such as Melissa, and then it's going to be provided to these families up to 2 weeks of groceries to last them through at least the first part of the holidays, with Thanksgiving just around the corner. We'll be right back.